and not giving ground.
Complete to David Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Seahawks.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, boy, hang on here. Tight end Greg Olsen appears to be banged up on that last play. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. While the training staff takes it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
First quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking About ordering dinner, ordering some
snacks.
Just gonna say. That's where I go.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Panthers nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Robbie Anderson.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
At the 34-yard line.
Bridgewater again. And this is caught at the end. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 34 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 12.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down, Carson. And, a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
36. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry. And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball is out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
4-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage. Left it.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle. Guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For David Moore.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
2nd and 10.
They'll toss it out to Carson. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he's got some space here. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 56 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Here's Wilson to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Panthers 6.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So that one will be accepted. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown.
David Moore, 31 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Now it's Wilson. And he's brought down.
2-point conversion is successful and makes the score.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is Your strength, because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd down and 10 yards.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion. Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, "Hey, what's your deal?" It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one out. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that.
know no better.